The top 10 rock albums of 2013. Number 10, Blood Ceremony, The Eldritch Dark, Grade B. Another good album from this heavy psych band with a sound somewhat similar to Jethro Tull, but with an almost doom metal sound. Standout tracks, Witchwood, Goodbye Gemini, The Eldritch Dark, Magician. Number 9, Alice in Chains, The Devil Put Dinosaurs Here, Grade B+. Another surprisingly good album, and the second very good album in a row after the death of Lane Staley. Stone is the one song since their reunion that is as good as their 90s classics. Standout tracks, Stone, Lab Monkey. Number 8, Cage the Elephant, Melophobia, Grade B+. Another good album, but again another album that doesn't live up to their debut, and their next album would be a lot better. Standout tracks, Spiderhead, Come a Little Closer. Number 7, The Black Angels, Indigo Meadow, Grade B+. This album is a little inconsistent, but the 4 good songs on this album are really good, and continue the band's Doors and Velvet Underground influenced psychedelic rock sound. Standout tracks, Evil Things, The Day, Always Maybe, Broken Soldier. Number 6, Orchid, The Mouths of Madness, Grade B+. Not as good as their debut or their Heretic EP, but still another very good doom metal album, this one having more of a Volume 4 Black Sabbath sound. Standout tracks, Silent One, Mountains of Steel, Marching Dogs of War, Mouths of Madness. Number 5, Fuzz, Grade A-. Great debut album by this heavy psych band featuring Ty Segall, and a departure from his usual garage rock sound, but just as good. Standout tracks, Sleigh Ride, What's in My Head, Haze Maze, Loose Sutures, Raise. Number 4, Uncle Acid, Mind Control, Grade A-. This album has been described as being what it would sound like if John Lennon was the frontman for mid-70s Black Sabbath and wrote lyrics about the time he joined a cult, and that is a pretty accurate description. This sounds a little different than their first 2 albums, and has a little more of a stoner rock influence, but it's just as good, and is the 3rd great album in a row from Uncle Acid. Standout tracks, Mindcrawler, Poison Apple, Mount Abraxas, Desert Ceremony, Valley of the Dolls. Number 3, Black Sabbath, 13, Grade A. Super producer Rick Rubin strikes again, and works with Ozzy Osbourne, Tony Iommi, and Geezer Butler to create an incredible comeback album that matches up to any but their first 4 albums, and is one of the best doom metal albums of the 21st century. All that's missing is Bill Ward on drums. Standout tracks, End of the Beginning, Loner, Age of Reason, Live Forever. Number 2, Queens of the Stone Age, Like Clockwork, Grade A+. Along with their classic stoner rock debut, this is one of the 2 best albums by Queens of the Stone Age, and does an incredible job of mixing the band's classic sound with the modern sound similar to bands like Arctic Monkeys, probably due to Josh Homme's work with that band. Standout tracks, Smooth Sailing, If I Had a Tail, I Sat by the Ocean, My God is the Sun, Keep Your Eyes Peeled. Number 1, Arctic Monkeys, AM, Grade A+. Even with the much different sound, this album was just as good as the band's classic debut album, and is one of the best rock albums of the 21st century. This is what modern rock should sound like, and the fact that this album had several hit singles shows that this sound is popular. Standout tracks, Do I Want to Know, Why Do You Only Call Me When You're High, Arabella, Are You Mine, One for the Road, Knee Socks. Standout bonus track, Stop the World, I Want to Get Off With You.